Hello friends, welcome back to 70 by 70. Today we are going to a new country. We are going to follow the footsteps of Moses and go to Jordan. We shall see the biblical promised land through the eyes of Moses. We have arrived at Queen Elia Airport, Amman, Jordan. We are really excited that we'll be visiting some of these areas connected to biblical times. After a short drive through the busy streets of Amman, we have arrived at our hotel. While we wait at our hotel, let me give you a small introduction to our visit today. We are going to visit Mount Nebo, which is very significant because of its role in the Old Testament. The Bible says that Mount Nebo was where Moses lived out his final days and saw the promised land which he would never enter. It is said that Moses' body may have been buried here, although there has been no proof. As Deuteronomy 34:5-6 recounts, Moses died there in the land of Moab, but no one knows his burial place till this day. After a drive of about 45 minutes, we have just arrived at Mount Nebo. You park your vehicle at the parking lot, get out, and the first sight you see is the valley. The view of the valley, the view takes your mind back to thousands of years. Was it the view Moses saw? A 10 minutes walk up the hill takes you to the monument for Moses. Erected by Mount Nebo Siaga, or the church, it stands as a memorial for Moses. Another 10 minutes of walk brings us to the top of Mount Nebo, to this modest church, or more accurately called a basilica. It is called the Memorial Church, and it was built around the 4th century and has just undergone major reconstruction. It houses some of the best mosaics in Jordan, dating from 4th century around 530. The church was abandoned by the 16th century and only relocated on the 20th century using the 4th and 5th century pilgrims' travelogues. The Franciscans bought the site in 1932 and they were responsible for excavating most of the ruins of the church and the monastery, as well as reconstructing the church. The church is a part of a functioning monastery, and so it is off limits to visitors. There is a small but fascinating museum presenting the history of the site. This is a Byzantine church in Mount Nebo, where a prayer is being conducted. Now we are walking towards the viewing platform, which will offer us a fantastic view of the valley, the Moses view of the promised land towards ancient Judea, Jericho, and the Negev. After 40 years of leading the headstrong Israelites in the desert, Moses stood on this wind-swept summit of Mount Nebo and viewed the promised land of Canaan, after having been told by the God, "You shall not cross over there." This is the place from where Moses supposed to have seen the promised land, to which he could not enter because he struck the stone twice for getting water against the will of God. Mount Nebo is now in western Jordan At 820 meters high, it looks down 1220 meters on the nearby Dead Sea, which is about 400 meters below sea level. On a clear day today, pilgrims can see the panorama Moses viewed: the Dead Sea, the Jordan River, Jericho, Bethlehem, and the distant hills of Jerusalem too. Wow, what a fascinating and fulfilling sight! After having this heart-warming experience on top of Mount Nebo, we got down and headed towards our next destination. We are heading towards the Greek Orthodox Church of St. George in Madaba. Madaba, which is an ancient town in Jordan, southwest of the capital Amman. It is known for its 6th century mosaic map of the Holy Land. It was a small town with its cobblestone streets, street vendors with their picture postcards. It was a very lively atmosphere. While walking towards this church, let me give you some background information. This modest 19th century Greek Orthodox Church houses a treasure of early Christianity. Imagine the excitement in 1884 when Christian builders came across this remnants of a Byzantine church on their construction site. Among the rubble, having survived willful destruction, fire, neglect, the flooring they found wasn't just another mosaic, but one with extraordinary significance. It represents the oldest map of Palestine in existence and provides many historical insights into the region. It was crafted in AD 560. The map has 157 captions in Greek, depicting all the major biblical sites of the Middle East from Egypt to Palestine. It was originally around 15 meters to 25 meters long and 16 meters wide, and once contained more than 2 million pieces. Although much of the mosaic has been lost, enough remains to sense the complexity of the whole picture. We sat down and spent some time in the church, enjoying the immense history that we went throughout this day before getting back to Amman. Next week, let's go to another country which is less known for its grandeur but wildly known for its troubles: Palestine. Stay with me and I'll take you to a lot more unique places that I have traveled. If you like this video, subscribe to it, like it, and share it please. Thanks for watching.